In 2001, Washington, D.C., the capital of American power and politics, became the stage for a disappearance that would transcend local newspaper pages and become a national scandal, exposing the darkest secrets of the corridors of power. Chandra Levy, a 24-year-old intern at the Federal Bureau of Prisons, was an ambitious young woman, full of dreams and with a promising future. However, on the 30th of April 2001, she was last seen, and her vanishing triggered a wave of speculation, conspiracy theories, and intense media coverage that would transform her into a household name worldwide. What really happened to Chandra Levy? How can a young woman simply disappear in the heart of the American capital? And what happens when the search for truth crosses paths with the interests of politics and power? Prepare to delve into one of the most intriguing and controversial disappearance cases in recent history, a saga that exposed the flaws of a judicial system and a family's tireless fight for justice even when the truth is obscured by secrets and twists. Chandra Levy had moved to Washington, D.C., hoping to build a career in public service. She was intelligent, charismatic, and determined. On the 30th of April 2001, she was last seen leaving her gym. From that moment, she simply vanished. Chandra's family, concerned by her absence, reported her missing to the authorities. However, Chandra Levy's case quickly gained a dimension few could have predicted. The media, always eager for stories that mix mystery and power, discovered a purported link between Chandra and Congressman Gerry Condit, a married and influential politician. News of a possible affair between the intern and the congressman exploded, turning Chandra's disappearance into a national scandal. The political storm and lingering doubts. Gerry Condit, initially, denied any involvement with Chandra, but his evasive stance and refusal to fully cooperate with the investigation only fueled speculation. The media pursued him relentlessly, and his political career was destroyed. Although Condit was considered a person of interest, he was never charged with any crime related to Chandra's disappearance. The media attention, while keeping Chandra's case in the public eye, also turned it into a circus, with conspiracy theories and gossip overshadowing the search for truth. Chandra's family, amidst the media whirlwind, struggled to keep the focus on finding their daughter, while the world speculated about Washington's secrets. More than a year after her disappearance, on the 22nd of May 2002, Chandra Levy's skeletal remains were found in a remote area of Rock Creek Park, in Washington, D.C. The discovery confirmed the family's worst fears and brought a tragic end to the hope of finding her alive. Her cause of death was determined to be homicide, but the killer's identity remained a mystery for years. Police continued to investigate, but the case seemed to have reached a dead end, with the shadow of political scandal hanging over the investigation. A conviction and a shocking reversal in 2009. A significant twist brought new life to the case. Ingmar Guandique, an undocumented immigrant from El Salvador, who was already serving time for other attacks on women in the same park where Chandra's body was found, was charged with Chandra Levy's murder. Guandique's accusation brought relief to Chandra's family, who finally saw the possibility of justice. In 2010, Guandique was convicted of Levy's murder, and the case seemed to finally have a resolution. However, Chandra Levy's legal saga was far from over. In 2015, Guandique's conviction was overturned due to new evidence and allegations of false testimony. The reversal shocked everyone and cast a new shadow of doubt over the case. The prosecution, facing the new evidence and the difficulty of proceeding with a new trial, announced in 2016 that it would no longer seek a new trial against Guandique. He was deported to El Salvador, and the Chandra Levy case was effectively closed without a final conviction for the murder. The decision left Chandra's family with a feeling of frustration and injustice, as, despite her body being found and the suspect having been identified and convicted, albeit temporarily, the complete truth and definitive justice for Chandra Levy remain elusive, an enduring legal mystery. As of the present moment, June 2025, the case of Chandra Levy is considered resolved in the sense that her body was found and the cause of death was determined to be homicide. However, the legal resolution is complex and controversial. Although a suspect was convicted and then released, there is no final conviction for Chandra Levy's murder. The case remains a legal mystery, despite the body being found, and Chandra's family continues to seek answers and justice. The Chandra Levy case left a lasting legacy, exposing the fragility of life and the complexity of justice in a world where politics and power can influence the search for truth. Chandra's story is a grim reminder that, sometimes, justice is incomplete, and that some questions may remain unanswered, echoing through time. The saga of Chandra Levy is a testament to her family's persistence in seeking the truth, and how a single disappearance can shake the foundations of a nation and expose the deepest secrets of its leaders. The Chandra Levy case is a chilling reminder that the search for justice can be a long and obstacle-ridden journey, especially when the truth hides in the shadows of power and politics. It's a story that forces us to confront the vulnerability of life and the fragility of security, even in seemingly impregnable environments. The saga of Chandra Levy is a testament to the strength of a family who refused to give up, and how a single disappearance can expose the flaws in a system and the need for constant vigilance. Although the case has an identified and convicted suspect, albeit temporarily, the lack of a final conviction in a void, a reminder that not all stories have a happy and complete ending. But what happens when a disappearance is so bizarre that it defies all logical explanations, and the only thing left is the search for a truth that seems forever out of reach? Kobe Mandel and Yossi Fishron. We'll explore the case of Kobe Mandel and Yossi Fishron, a story that will leave you questioning reality. Don't miss it.